You can never stop getting better at skateboarding, no matter how much you think you're done. No, you're not. As long as you start from a couple ollies every single day, you can just take it to like a different route.
So there's this radical skater boy named Tony Hawk, and his Masterclass has been recommended to me every single day on Instagram. I know you're probably thinking, John, your vlog literally just started. How are you possibly sweating that much? But I did just get done with a session that I'm gonna show later in the video. But for now, I'm gonna sign up to Masterclass and take Tony Hawk's course. This is probably the most expensive skate course in history, but I want to take it because you know what? I love that guy. So let's just get started. Okay, so it's $15 a month, billed annually, which means that I have to pay for a year just to make this video. That's fine. I think it's a good website, I think anyways. So I mean, I'll probably take every class just to make sure I get the value of it, but I didn't even see how much it cost before I bought it. $180, okay, so it's $180 if you wanna sign up for Masterclass. So let's set you up for success. How do you identify? I don't like answering these questions. I feel like I just when you get on here, you know what you want to look for. You don't have to be recommended because it's not like they have a million different classes. Why am I complaining? I'm interested in all of these things, literally every single one. Look at that, the first thing was Tony Hawk. Wow, okay. So maybe okay. Tony Hawk, let's start watching it right now. What are you most interested in learning from Tony? His perspective of skateboarding. What is your level of proficiency in skateboarding? I mean, let's be honest. How familiar are you with Tony Hawk? Extremely. So I'm just in it. I wanna go, but let's see how long this whole class is. It's about an hour and 40 minutes to watch all of this. Man, I have such a busy day. Okay, let's just get started. It's edited super well so far. I really, really like how they're putting this together. Showing old throwback footage. You know, I'm not gonna give everything away, obviously, because that would be really lame to do to Tony Hawk and Masterclass, but just gonna kind of give a little overview of what's happening. Okay, so this is broken down into 16 different categories. I just watched the first one, which was Meet Your Instructor, Tony Hawk. I love the editing for this. It's super high quality. The footage looks really good, and the two people he has helping him is Lizzie Armanto, who's someone who rides for Birdhouse, and then his son, Riley Hawk. Two great choices. I mean, they're professionals. They're amazingly good at skateboarding, and of course their opinion is going to be at a very high standard. The cool thing is Tony Hawk has actually taught skateboarding before, so I know that he can do this. He taught me how to do a lot of tricks on a skateboard because of his old trick tips, and Riley Hawk, of course, is just such an amazing street skateboarder that Tony Hawk knew that his son could probably showcase how to do that better than he could since Tony Hawk is a vert skater. So the next thing is skills and techniques. I am just kind of observing. I've learned how to skateboard, so for me it's kind of just observing. So it's going through the extreme basics right now, literally standing on a board, if you should wear gear, etc. It feels really cool and nostalgic for me since I grew up from Tony Hawk teaching me how to skate, so it's reliving that. It feels very good. There's probably about 7 or 8 very, very, very basic fundamental things that he taught, but he taught it in a very direct manner without being oh, you can do this or this or this or this. He was just this. If you learn these 7 things or 6 things, then it's going to make you a better skateboarder. And honestly, if I were a brand new skateboarder and I watched that, basically is the basis of every trick. Speaking of that, the next lesson is the ollie. It was great. I felt like he just gave you exactly what you needed to hear. He had a couple videos, and for me, I remember when I was learning any trick, I would just have 2 or 3 shots of them doing the trick, and I would just go keyframe by keyframe. So all you really need is 2 ollie examples to kind of watch over and over and over. And he gave all the tips and tricks that I think you really would need. The next one is called Underdog to Icon. There's a lot of throwback footage of Tony Hawk in this that's exciting to see. So that's cool that they have all these secret things to watch. So far, what I've gathered is this is just so, especially for someone like me who grew up on Tony Hawk and got into skateboarding because of Tony Hawk, adding these 3 to 8 minute little documentary-esque this little part of Tony Hawk's career. This little part of it is such a good idea. I don't know who came up with it, but it's a great idea. So far I'm loving it, but I'm honestly so inspired that I wanna go skate right now, and I'll come back tonight and finish this off, but right now I gotta go skate. Now eventually I have a lot of tricks that I want to try to do over this trash can because it's very New York and these things are everywhere and it'd just be fun to be able to skate them no matter where I am. But my pop game is pretty weak. So I have a list of 10 tricks today that I want to try to do just over this box. It's a little wider, so I have to go a little bit faster, but it's a little shorter. So for someone like me, it's a perfect way to train my pop game. So let's start off with seeing if we can pop some tricks. Oh, and here are the 10 tricks I eventually want to do. Half cab heel, half cab flip, switch heel flip, switch flip, fakie frontside flip, fakie front heel, backside flip, front heel, back heel, frontside flip. If I can do all of these over the box eventually, I'm gonna be a very happy person. We have to warm up on this first though. Switch out the fakie front heel because I was in a rush and I forgot that I don't know how to pop that trick, so I don't know why I put that on the list. So I switched it out with a fakie big spin. So there's still 10 tricks. If I can do these over the box alone, it'll be a very accomplishing day because I just don't have pop that good. I can do these flip tricks every try, super consistent, but for some reason they just don't go up the way I'd like them to. So I'm gonna battle this out, sweat uncontrollably, I already know it, but I'm going for it. 10 new tricks over this box. Let's go. More confident with my pop by the end of that. It feels really good actually. So I feel like eventually we're gonna take it to the green barrel because the green barrel, you don't have to go as far. Even the box is a little wider, but you have to go, you know, almost half the box higher. So some of the tricks are gonna be really hard. Switch flip, I can't even imagine how hard that's gonna be for me because I just cannot pop that trick the way I want to. As you saw, I just destroyed my tail. Every try I didn't clear, it would just dive into the ground and now my board's all chipped up, but totally worth it. 10 tricks accomplished today. Feeling good recently. Like I'm actually like getting better at skating and it feels awesome. So here we go, keep going. Now I filmed me going over the rest of this Tony Hawk Masterclass and reviewing every single lesson, but there's 16 of them. It was like 15 minutes of footage, and right now I'm just gonna summarize it all in 2 minutes. Now all the lessons from 6 all the way up to 11 are all just trick tips. It covers 3 different aspects of skating, which is street, park, and vert. Obviously the vert is just mind-blowing because it's like a 12-foot ramp, so my brain was like, whoa, and it actually really made me want to skate transition more. The only thing that I could have that's even close to a complaint is the fact that they cover such a wide range of tricks and they skip over maybe hundreds of tricks you could learn. So they go over like a front 180 on flat, and then all of a sudden they're doing backside tailslide on a ledge, feeble down a handrail, and it's like 3 minutes. I think the reason they do it is so they can cover some important points and then you can fill it in between. You can fill in those tricks yourself and find the trick tips online. So maybe that was the point. And then 12 to 16 were basically just really fun documentary type videos, like playback of the 900, him talking about that whole incident, the kickflip McTwist, how to win. He goes over this whole thing about his contest mindset and what he went through after doing the 900, how he basically retired out of contests because he was saying that he wasn't really learning. He was just learning tricks well enough to do them consistently in contests, but he wasn't being able to be creative. And as soon as he got out of contests, he said in the next 3 years after that, he got substantially better at skating than he had in the last 10 years. For sure, I think this is worth paying for, and I'm gonna go over all of the Masterclass classes and just kind of get into this website because, I gotta get a lot of bang for that buck, but it totally exceeded my expectations. I didn't know it was gonna be such a fun documentary, inspirational piece, and I give it a big thumbs up. Anyways, that was really dope. I feel like with trick tip videos, the best thing, I've said this multiple times in this video, is just pause framing through people actually doing tricks and seeing what their feet does, what their body does, what their shoulders do. Look at every notion of their body to figure out how to do tricks. I feel like that's the easiest way for me. I think the expressions can be confusing, like lean back, open your shoulders. Like, what does that even mean, open my shoulders? It's not like I think it's easier just to watch, keyframe, figure out for yourself. Humans, I'll see you next time for another video every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel. Stay tuned for all the good stuff to come. I am so excited about making videos right now. And Progress Daily, we're launching on Monday. I'm so unbelievably hyped, but stay tuned for it. Humans, I'll see you next time. Take care, Progress Daily, and keep killing it.